So let's get straight to it. Are cheap e-bikes actually dangerous, or is that just hype? A lot of us look at these bikes because we want something affordable that simply works. Not everyone wants to spend a huge amount just to ride around the city or commute daily. Budget e-bikes are everywhere now. They look good, they're easy to find, and they promise a lot for a low price. But there's always that doubt, battery issues, weak brakes, or build quality concerns. So instead of guessing, we're breaking it down honestly. What's real, what's not, and whether budget e-bikes are actually something we should worry about. So let's get started. When we say cheap e-bike, we're usually talking about bikes under $1,000, and especially those under $500. These bikes are designed to be simple, practical, and accessible for everyday riders. Most of them come with motors in the 250 watts to 500 watts range. That's enough for city riding, short commutes, and basic assistance, but it's not meant for high performance. The battery range usually sits between 20 to 60 miles depending on how we ride, how much pedal assist we use, and the terrain. The frames are typically made of aluminum or steel. Aluminum is lighter and easier to handle, while steel is heavier but can feel more solid. Features are usually minimal. Basic displays, pedal assist modes, and standard braking systems. So cheap doesn't mean useless or unsafe. It simply means the bike is built with essential features and fewer premium components. Now let's talk about where the actual concerns come from, because this is what most people are really worried about. The biggest issue with some cheap e-bikes is inconsistent quality. To keep prices low, manufacturers may cut costs in certain areas. That can include the battery, braking system, or overall construction. Battery quality is probably the most talked about concern. A poorly made battery can degrade faster, lose efficiency, or in rare situations, overheat. This usually happens with very low quality or unbranded batteries rather than all budget models. Brakes are another area to watch. Many cheaper bikes come with mechanical disc brakes instead of hydraulic ones. They still work, but they require more effort and may not feel as smooth or powerful, especially when stopping quickly. Then there's the overall build. Some budget bikes may feel less sturdy, especially if they're made with lower grade materials or rushed manufacturing. So the risk isn't because the bike is cheap, it's because of how and where the cost was reduced. Here's the honest answer. Most cheap e-bikes are not unsafe if we use them the way they're intended. For everyday use like commuting, riding around the neighborhood, or running errands, they perform just fine. Speeds are usually moderate, and the motors are designed to assist rather than overpower. The problems start when we expect too much from them. If we try to use a low-cost e-bike for steep hills, heavy loads, or off-road riding, it can struggle. That's when braking feels weaker, the motor feels underpowered, and the overall ride becomes less stable. So it's not that these bikes are unsafe by default, it's more about matching the bike to the right type of use. When we go for a budget e-bike, we have to accept a few compromises. That's just part of the deal. Performance is usually the first thing we notice. Acceleration is slower, and climbing hills can take more effort. The motor does its job, but it's not built for aggressive riding. Battery life is another trade-off. While many budget bikes offer decent range, they may require more frequent charging. And over time, the battery might lose capacity faster compared to higher-end models. Comfort can also vary. Suspension systems are often basic, so riding on rough or uneven roads might not feel as smooth. The seat and overall ergonomics may also be simpler. Durability is something to keep in mind as well. While these bikes can handle regular use, they may not hold up as well under heavy long-term stress. None of these automatically make the bike dangerous. They just define its limitations. Now let's be fair, because budget e-bikes actually make a lot of sense in the right situations. If we're riding in the city, commuting short distances, or just using the bike occasionally, a cheap e-bike can be a very smart choice. It gives us electric assistance, saves time, and reduces physical effort without a big financial commitment. They're also great for beginners. If we're new to e-bikes, starting with a budget model helps us understand what we like and what we might want to upgrade later. Another advantage is simplicity. Fewer advanced features mean fewer things that can go wrong. Maintenance is usually easier, and replacement parts are often more affordable. So for casual use, budget e-bikes can actually be very practical and efficient. If we want to avoid any issues, the key is making smart choices and using the bike properly. First, we should avoid unknown brands that don't provide clear specifications or customer support. A slightly higher price from a reliable brand is usually worth it. Checking the braking system is important. Even basic brakes should feel responsive and consistent. If they feel weak or unreliable, that's a red flag. Battery quality is another big factor. A removable battery from a known manufacturer is generally safer and easier to manage. It also makes charging more convenient. We should also pay attention to the frame and overall build. A solid frame adds stability and confidence while riding. And just as important as the bike itself is how we use it. Regular maintenance, proper charging habits, and wearing safety gear all make a big difference. So, are cheap e-bikes actually dangerous? Not really, but they can be if we choose poorly or use them the wrong way. A well-chosen budget e-bike is safe for everyday use and offers great value. It's all about understanding what the bike is designed for and not expecting premium performance from a low-cost option. If we pick a reliable model, stay within its limits, and ride responsibly, a cheap e-bike can be a smart and practical investment. At the end of the day, it's not about cheap versus expensive. It's about making the right choice and using it the right way. That's it for today. We hope you found this informative and that the insights we shared actually help you make a better decision. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more exciting content like this.